So, guess what? I finally got a tripod. You're on a tripod. You're not propped up against these shelves over here. You're actually on a tripod. It's a miracle, really. So hello, and welcome back to my channel. I thought it would be fun to do a little tag, the reading habits tag, which I think was created by Ariel Bissett because I didn't see anywhere else it could have originated from, so that's what we're doing today. Because I thought it'd be fun to do a little tag video while being trapped inside and not being able to leave my house. Let's just let's get into this, shall we? Do you have a certain place at home for reading? Not really. I read pretty much everywhere. I read on my bed most of the time, so I guess that would be a certain place for reading. Not quite, I don't know. I have a chair in the living room that I sometimes sit in to read. I don't do that often because if I sit in the living room, people don't realize that if you're reading, that means that you're reading and they think you're sitting there and you're bored and you want to talk to someone. So I don't do that super often, and sometimes I read in the kitchen. So I read pretty much everywhere, but I'd say I mostly just read in my bed. A bookmark or a random piece of paper? Bookmark. I have a little bag full of different bookmarks. Literally, I have so many. They're all upside down, but I have a lot of bookmarks, so I'm definitely a bookmark person. Can you just stop reading, or do you have to stop after a chapter or a certain amount of pages? I can stop when I have to. I read a lot in public or between going places, so a lot of times you do have to stop reading wherever you are, and I hate doing that, but if I'm reading and I'm in control of when I have to stop, I always stop after a chapter. Do you eat or drink while reading? Yes, I drink while reading a lot. Occasionally I'll eat while reading, but that's super rare. I mostly just drink while reading. I love drinking tea, I love drinking coffee, or just plain old water. I just love drinking while reading. I think it's amazing and it's fun and it's like the most relaxing thing I could ever possibly do. I just love it. Also, you didn't ask, but my favorite teas that I like are green tea with mint in it, because that's really good, although plain green tea is fine too. I love that, and then I also love lemon and ginger tea. That's really good too, so those are my two favorite teas. I also love an English breakfast tea with 2 sugars and some milk. Multitasking, music or TV while reading? No. I can't multitask. I'm really terrible at it. I don't multitask while reading. I'm either reading or that's it. I can't watch TV while reading. I have a hard time focusing with any outside noises, although I did listen to the Spirited Away soundtrack while reading More Than This by Patrick Ness, which is one of my favorite books ever, and it was magical, and forever the two are linked, and it is beautiful and amazing. So if you read More Than This by Patrick Ness and you can listen to music, I recommend listening to the Spirited Away soundtrack. Because, I mean, even if you have trouble listening to music while reading, I feel like that's okay because it's instrumental. Also, the Princess Mononoke soundtrack to any book is really nice. But Spirited Away with More Than This by Patrick Ness, I love those two together. It's just amazing, but I usually don't listen to music while reading. That was one of the few instances that I did, and I was glad that I did because it was fantastic. One book at a time or several at once? One at a time. I can't do more at once. I get the two mixed up. I don't know what I'm reading. I have to read one at a time. I can't start a book. If I'm reading a book, I have to wait. I can't stop in the middle of the book, read another book, and then pick that one back up again. It's once I pick a book, I am committed to it. I cannot stray from it. We are united. I have committed. Can't go anywhere else until we are done. Reading at home or everywhere? Everywhere. Absolutely everywhere. I read anywhere I go. I read in restaurants. I read everywhere. Reading out loud or silently in your head? Silently in my head, although sometimes if my dog Carter is being very rowdy, I will read out loud to her to calm her down, because if I'm speaking, she kind of like chills out, and so sometimes I do read to my dog, but generally silently in my head, because I'm really bad at reading out loud, like really bad. I get tongue-tied very easily. I have trouble pronouncing certain words, so silently. Do you read ahead or even skip pages? I don't skip pages, but there have been times where I've accidentally read ahead. Like if something stressful is happening, sometimes like I'll read ahead to make sure things are okay, but I'll go back and I'll like specifically read every word. Breaking the spine or keeping it like new? I try to keep my books like new as much as possible. Sometimes it can't be helped, sometimes the spine does get broken, but I mean, it's okay as long as I'm the one that did it, because I think it kind of adds character to the book. Like, oh, this book has been read, it's been loved. So I think it adds character, but I like to keep my books as new as possible just because I'm like that with everything I own. I try to keep everything as new and in mint condition as possible. No particular reason. I just like keeping things looking as nice as possible. So sometimes a book will get badly beaten up, but at the end of the day, as long as I did it, it just adds character. Do you write in your books? No, not really. No, I don't write in my books. I've always wanted to be that person that like highlighted things in their books and wrote in their books, but I can't bring myself to do it. The closest thing I get to it is tabbing pages, and I usually only do that if I'm doing like an in-depth book review like I did for Ninth House or Infinity Son, where it's like I know I'm gonna be talking about this in depth later, but other than that, I occasionally tab pages with like the little those little like post-it sticky tabs that you can just like put in the book. I do that, and I'll leave them there because it's a pain to try and take all of those out afterwards, but generally I don't write in books or highlight anything, which is probably kind of sad, but it is what it is. I just can't bring myself to do it. And that is it. That's all the questions for the reading habits tag, which I thought was interesting and fun to do. So I hope you had yourself a good time. Tell me some of your reading habits down, in the comments. Let me know what your reading habits are. Do you like using bookmarks? Do you write in your books? Do you mind breaking the spine? Do you like to eat or drink anything? And if you do like to drink anything, what do you like to eat or drink when you read? And thank you for watching this video. I hope you're having a good day, a good week, and a good year. I hope you enjoyed these questions. And if you make videos yourself, feel free to make a reading habits tag. I think it's interesting to learn what other people like to do and don't like to do when they read, and how they take care of their books. It's very interesting because we're all so different. I will see you next week with another video. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll see you next time. Me and my fancy tripod. We'll see you next time. Maybe standing, who knows? What screams reading habits? I hope that was good.